Back again, back again. And today is Friday, so it's the Friday fix. And would you, Adam and Eve, this is the 61st episode. A massive thank you to everyone who watches and engages. Great stuff. This week, our topic of interest is, can you guess? Of course, it is cyber attacks or cyber terrorism. Yeah, let's go with that. It's all the rage at the moment, right? All out of nowhere, completely out of the blue, nothing to do with the agenda. Sure, let's go with that. Anyway, let's get into it. The big cyber news this week was in regards to Fascist Book. It was down and out for about 6 hours, and the Facebook masses lost their fucking minds. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to live life anymore. The majority of their life is spent online. Of course, this is all part of the plan. The Facebook entity, it's not an invention of Mark Zuckerberg. Far fucking from it. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the latest from the mainstream media. The Economist, October 9th. Facebook is nearing a reputational point of no return. Of course, they will have a plan, a solution when Facebook is eventually gone. Disaster struck the world's biggest social network on October 4th when Facebook and its sister apps were knocked offline for 6 hours. Wow, I bet it was 6 hours, 6 minutes and 6 seconds. It was one of the less embarrassing moments of the company's week. Wow, the next day, a whistleblower, Francis Hagen, told Congress of all manner of wickedness at the firm, from promoting eating disorders to endangering democracy. Right, some wondered whether the world would be a better place if the outage were permanent. Right, interesting, very interesting. Of course, I do feel that the world would indeed be a much better place without Facebook. But what they have done is intertwined good things with the evil ways of Facebook. So, when they take it down, and when they take it down again, a lot of people will be disappointed. There is a good side to staying in touch. But Facebook, and we heard it from one of the creators, it has destroyed the fabric of society. It has shredded the fabric of society, and now a lot of people, they depend on it. But it's about to be fucking ripped away. Look out for it. They are kind of, at the moment, putting the blame on a hacker. A mysterious hacker. Did they pay someone off? Or is it all deliberate? Is it really a false fucking flag? I wonder. It wasn't just Fascist Book, the evil entity, Netflix. It was also down for thousands of users, as you can see from the Mirror 14 hours ago, today being Friday. But it did not end there. There was the Apple Store down ahead of the launch of Series 7. Oh dear, as we see in Mark Rumours 6 hours ago. Did it end there? Well, no. UK Weir Group which is an engineering Scottish group, actually was hit, seemingly, by a cyber attack. Not only that, it affected their profit. Sure it did. Twitch blames error on server configuration for cyber attack. Right, so the server configuration was broken? Yeah, let's go with that. Evening Standard, 42 minutes ago. Banks more worried about hackers than pandemics. Survey finds. Wow, what about a cyber pandemic? Oh dear, even the banks got hit. Well, their apps at least. 2 days ago, nationwide banking app not working on iOS. Fix to roll out soon. Sure. So not just nationwide, but Lloyds and Halifax. Also a glitch with their app system, right? I'm sure it's all accidental and absolutely nothing to worry about. Sure, let's go with that. The A-Register, 2 days ago. Schools have become a favoured target for cyber attacks, right? Because to make lots of money, you attack schools? Yeah, let's go with that, right? You would rob schools if you're a cyber attacker, right? I mean, why would anyone want to target a school? But anyway, seemingly they are a favoured target. And it's not enough to ensure that children are physically safe, but we need to safeguard their data too. Wednesday, October 6, 2021. Yep. Hack horror. Mum blames death of her newborn baby on US hospital hit by major cyber attack. October 5th, 2021. So, we are that dependent on this cyber technology and internet that a newborn lost its fucking life. What have we become? The Telegraph, October 2nd. Britain to carry out offensive cyber attacks from new £5 billion digital warfare centre. In an interview with the Telegraph, Ben Wallace says Britain will act in response to assaults by hostile states, such as Russia. Of course, the boogeyman, right? The Russians. We need to do it for the Russians. We need to spray germs in our germ war tests because the Russians, right? And it's all for our safety. Yeah, sure, let's go with that one. Anyway, to continue, because, yeah, there is fucking lots more. This really is a drop in the ocean. CSO 4 days ago. Why today's cybersecurity threats are more dangerous. More dangerous than what? Yesterday's? Tomorrow's? Yeah, let's go with that. Greater complexity and interdependence even among systems gives attackers more opportunity for widespread global damage, say government and industry experts. The go-to for all that you need to know. I guess if they had more community control, it would be harder, but they want it all. One everything, one internet, one world, one police, one army, one you fucking name it. We don't need it. It did say as well, the big hairy monster under the bed, that is unsecured devices. The boogeyman, the monster under the bed is an unsecured device. Shock horror. Who'd have thought it, right? Anyway, moving on from that one. Cyber Polygon. What about that? I'm sure many of you know about this plandemic in terms of cyber attacks. What is Cyber Polygon? What happened? What ideas did it give them? Well, let's jump back and have a look. Cyber Polygon 2021 concludes with discussions paving a path towards a greater centralisation of power and surveillance that furthers the Great Reset agenda of the global economy and all societal structures. Yep, they're taking it down, definitely. A closer merger of cooperation and state as the solution to any given crisis, be it cybersecurity, climate change, shock horror, or COVID-19. Wow, without ever being put to a vote by the will of the people. Criminal, no doubt about it. The public-private solutions presented suggests that the WEF, World Economic Forum, and partners are leading society down a path towards a greater centralisation of power and surveillance that furthers the Great Reset agenda. Yep, it is indeed all part of the fucking plan. Just ask this guy, Klaus fucking Schwab. I mean, honestly, where do they get these entities? We need vaccines to immunise ourselves. Sure, the same is true for cyber attacks. Right, here too, we have to move for simple protection to immunisation. We need to build IT infrastructures that have digital antibodies built in inherently to protect themselves. Right, Klaus Schwab, Cyber Polygon 2021, a James Bond villain, if ever. But Schwab's notion of digital immunity is nothing new. A war on cybercrime could easily become a war on internet freedom. The World Economic Forum 2012. I bet you won't hear them saying that anymore, because that is correct. Internet freedom is gone. If not already, it will be very fucking soon. In fact, at the bottom, the WEF has been talking about developing a digital immune systems for the internet for decades. Yep, it's all been in the pipeline for many, many, many years. But fear not, these entities, they will have the solution. Problem, reaction, solution. What are they going to do? Well, by the looks of it, they are going to completely own the internet. Of course, it will be for your safety, keeping you nice and safe. Sure, why not? Anyway, let's leave the cyber polygon or polygon and cyber attacks for the time being, because it will be back, no doubt about it. Anyway, let's now have this week's Than Previously Thought Syndrome Roundup. Are you ready? Good. Market Watch 2 days ago. Zambia, external debt much higher than previously thought. Oh dear, I'm afraid if your debt, external debt, has the syndrome, you're pretty much fucked. Big time. Our champions, back again. Science Daily, 1 day ago. Record-breaking Texas drought, more severe than previously thought. Oh dear. The Bill Gates Guardian, 19 hours ago. The moon was volcanically active for longer than we thought. Wow, it looks like they know nothing? Yeah, I think they know nothing about the moon. Let's go with that. Earth.com, 1 day ago. Early humans impacted Earth more than previously thought. Right. Now, that sounds like one they should have got right. But there you go. Science Daily, once again, 10 hours ago. Climate change tipping points. Back to the drawing board. Huh. So, what is this? And why is it in the syndrome? Well, an international team of ecologists and mathematicians has studied these patterns and come to a surprising conclusion. Yes, we need to do everything we can to stop climate change, right? The authors said in a full agreement with the recent IPCC report, of course. But the Earth is much more resilient than previously thought. The concept of tipping points is too simple. The scientists have recently published their work in the authoritative journal Science. Yeah, the go-to for all you need to know. If it's in the journal Science, then it must be true, right? It's real good stuff. The go-to for all you need to know. It would never be lies or deception or manipulation, right? Sure. Now, on the face of it, it doesn't say very much. But what they're saying is they can't find a tipping point, right? But that is not what the agenda wants. The agenda wants tipping points. So what they gonna do? Well, they're gonna go back to the drawing board and come up with a fucking tipping point, because that's what the agenda wants, right? So, in the future, I shit you not, we will see an article that comes out and says tipping points closer than previously thought, or tipping points here earlier than previously thought. You heard it here first. It is that predictable. Anyway, that is this week's Syndrome Roundup. And yes, the deception, it continues. Shock, horror. Now, let's have a quick look at some other news from the past week, as we always do. Alright, I seen this one, the Bill Gates Guardian, 3 hours ago. You upgrade your phone, why not your marriage? Right, the TV show, set to send divorce rates soaring, all part of the agenda. The Independent, 2 hours ago, Eurostar passenger arrested and kicked off train for wearing wrong type of mask. Well, it is 2021 after all. Shocking stuff. Financial Times, 1 day ago, pandemic ignites quarter-life crisis among young workers. Right, so forget midlife crisis. Quarter-life crisis is here. The Telegraph, 6 days ago, should we stop feeding garden birds? Question mark. No, don't stop. But make sure you feed them the correct food, right? Not bread. It's not good for anyone, not even us. Anyway, that is this week's Friday Fix, the 61st episode. I will be live on YouTube on Sunday night, so look out for it. Until then, check out my website, that'slifebutnotasweknowit.com, and a massive thank you to everyone who watches and engages. As always, get out there, keep your guard up, do not comply, and that is about it. Bye-bye.